Hare Krishna. Welcome to the online class Sunday special. So today we are going to discuss on the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita, the Sunday special, actually. So we will discuss on the subject matter of how to understand the God. To understand the God, we have to stand under the God, surrendering to the God. We will discuss on this very important subject matter, important verses of 11th canto, 54 subject, 54 verse. So before that, we offer our respectful Mangalacharan to our respectful Acharya, predecessor Acharya and spiritual master. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायण अमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणशिरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं सद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं ललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपीश्च गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुता देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यः वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you very much. It's a Sunday special. We will study about we will enrich our life with the Bhagavad Gita verses. Bhagavad Gita verses is very, very important, spoken by the Lord Himself. It will enrich our understanding. It will enliven our life, and it will also it will enliven our life, and it will elevate ourselves from this. It will elevate ourselves in the matter of spiritual understanding. So in our spiritual life. So before we start, we will show the verses. Today is 11:54 verse. So one second. So today verses is 11:54. Let me put on the screen actually, so we can read these verses, then discuss on the subject matter. So today's verses is 11:54. You can see on the screen actually. Yeah. So in this beautiful verses, it is stated here that Bhaktya tu anannaya sakya aham eva vidya arjuna yantum drashtum cha tattena praveshtum cha parantapa. Translation: My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into my mystery of enter into the mystery of my understanding. So here Krishna says in beautiful verses that how to understand Krishna. Krishna here is explaining that to understand me, we have to, by undivided devotional service, by bhakti only one can understand. Yeah. So by undivided devotional service, one can understand the Lord, and as a consequently, he will enter into this. He will enter into this. My under. He will. Only in this way you can enter into the mystery of my understanding. Why the understanding is important? Because unless we understand the Lord, because at present moment we have turned away from the Lord, we are struggling uselessly in this material existence. And whole idea to get out from the material existence, and that is possible when you understand the Lord, when you revive our Krishna consciousness. And to revive our Krishna consciousness, we need to understand the Lord. Without understanding Lord, how to engage in devotional service, how to love somebody, we do not know that person factually. Therefore, the understanding is important. Without understanding the God, we cannot enter. We cannot engage in his devotional service. Therefore, it is said that Krishna said that my understanding is very important. Krishna says that yes, I am by undivided devotional service can I be understood. So Lord is very, very merciful, very magnanimous. So he is revealing. Bhagavad Gita is all about spoken because we all are in a very awkward position, crisis time, just like a COVID at present. Everybody is in very crisis time in the world. Everybody is grappling to the life and grappling to the life. Everybody is struggling, So similarly, this Bhagavad Gita is spoken when Arjuna is crisis time. Spoken because for us, because everybody in this material world is very awkward position. Everybody is struggling uselessly in material existence. Everybody is suffering in this material existence due to our non-existential atmosphere, due to the non-existential material world, the atmosphere. We are struggling hard. And nobody exists also. Despite all our effort to become happy, people want to happy, but by the sense gratification. People want to knowledge, want to get the knowledge, acquire knowledge by mental speculation. But that is all fertile method. So Lord is now, He is coming down and giving the knowledge to us in the form of the scriptures, by the scripture, by the gurus, by his representative, by the saintly person. He is revealing us the formula to get out from this material existence. Jivera daya hetu, it is stated in these beautiful verses that because Krishna is how magnanimous. Jivera maya mukta jivera nai sorta Krishna gana. It is stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Maya Mugdha Jivera, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that this now at present we are Maya Mugdha, we are captivated by Maya, the illusory energy of the Lord. As a result, we have forgotten Krishna. We have no knowledge of Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is coming. Maya Mugdha Jivera, Nai Shorta Krishna Gana. Jivera Krupaya Hoite, Krishna Karilo Veda Purana. To show his magnanimous and causeless mercy to all the living entities struggling in this material existence, now rotting and rotating, from one planet to another planet, undergoing repeated birth, death, inconvenience of birth, death, disease, old age, the obnoxious misery of all this kind, obnoxious misery. So to get out from this, release from this, very excruciating situation, Lord has come and to spoken this Bhagavad Gita, also compile all the scriptures. He is propagating. He is not only compiling, he is propagating this knowledge. He is canvassing all the living entity, all the conditioned soul who is rotting and rotating in this material world, who is suffering in this material world, who are uselessly struggling in this material world, to reclaim us back to spiritual existence, to back to real happiness. Krishna has come. Krishna is now revealing this formula. Bhaktya tu anannaya saksha. Aham eva viddha Arjuna. To understand me is very important, because without understanding me, you cannot enter into you cannot enter into the my spiritual existence. You cannot attain me. You cannot engage in devotional service. Therefore, Lord is very merciful. Out of mercy, He is revealing this. He is coming and speaking. Bhagavad Gita is spoken for the all this human being, because everybody is in awkward position at present moment. Krishna bhuliya jiva bhagavan cha kare nikatastha maya tare japatiya tare. We have turned away from the Krishna. Now we are struggling very hard in this material existence. Very hard. Very struggling is very. Now this place is very hard, struggling, hustling, bustling to the office, enormous stressful life, exceedingly busy life. Everybody is struggling for the life. But despite all our attempt, we are not going to change the situation. We are not able to change. Shastra says that out of all your attempt is futile, because here it is very beautiful verses 429, 32. It is stated that despite your attempt to become a happy living entity, are trying to counteract different miserable conditions pertaining to the providence other living entity or the body and mind, still they must remain conditioned by the laws of nature despite all attempt to counter these laws. See, the laws, just like a jail, you try your best to mitigate your misery or curtail your punishment or reduce your punishment. You cannot do that. Similarly, this material existence is like a jail. We have the punishment of adhyatmik adi daivik adi bhautik. We have a punishment of repeated birth, death, old age, disease. That is very excruciating situation. Nobody likes to die. Nobody likes to become old. Nobody likes to accept the inconvenience of disease like COVID and all. Nobody likes that. We know practically. Nobody likes to be under the excruciating situation. Nobody likes to the inconvenience of all the miseries. But we try. We are attempting, relentlessly attempting to counteract all the misery. But this it is said that despite all attempt, we cannot get out. We must remain conditioned. Remain conditioned. And only things we can get out, that when you understand. And understanding God is not very easy process. It's not like that. Okay, I understand because if I am a PhD, I am a great rich person, aristocratic family. I am a rich person. I am a PhD. I am a beautiful man. No, all this material qualification is not the criteria for understanding the law. Is not the criteria. It is not. Krishna says that you cannot understand me by all your academic qualifications, erudite scholarship. No, you cannot understand. How to Manusyanam sarseshu kaschid etati siddhaya etatamapi siddhanam kassin mam veti tattva. Krishna says kassin mam veti tattva. Very hardly one understand me. Out of many thousand among men, one may endeavor for perfection. Of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. See, out of many thousand who are suffering, who are uselessly struggling in this material existence, who want to be happy in this material world, in this world of unhappiness, in the world of death, one in this world of misery. Somehow out of many thousand, somehow and other, one understand, no, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Something else is there. So they try to perfect their life. And out of many perfectionists, hardly one knows me in truth. So Krishna has himself asserted, confirmed that it's not that easy to understand the Krishna by our so-called mental speculation, so-called knowledge. Prabhupada has given a purport. There are various grades of men. Out of many thousand, one may be sufficiently interested in transcendental realization to try to know what is the self, what is the body, what is the absolute truth. And generally mankind is simply engaged in animal propensity, namely eating, sleeping, depending, mating. Hardly anyone is interested in transcendental knowledge. That is the main thing. First of all, nobody is interested to understand God. They want to understand Shah Rukh Khan. They want to understand the great film actor. They want to understand the great cricketer. They want to understand all this mundane personality. But they do not understand. They do not. They have no propensity. They have no inclination, proclivity to understand the God. That is the unfortunate position of this material world, living being. of the conditioned soul in this material world. They are not interested. Asajam eto manusya lokam visam pivanti sudham parityada. Therefore King Kulasekara say, how astonishing thing, people are not interested in nectar. They are discarding the nectar but drinking the poison. Narayana Gocharani, Namani Narayana Gocharani, Anya Bataku Kapatam. They are not interested in Narayana. They are not interested to understand the Narayana. They are interested to understand all this nonsense, WhatsApp messages, useless, mundane topics. So as a result, we have been we have been undergoing all this vicious cycle of birth, death, disease, old age. We are struggling, we are suffering. Therefore, a patient should understand that his disease and go to the physician to know the solution, to take the medicine and cure. That is the thing. So the great scientists, great philosopher, they claim that God is dead, but they are dead. They are found dead. That is the thing. They cannot understand the God. Sometimes people, they do not understand God, they claim as I am God. If you ask the 7 billion people, they will say, if you ask a question, who are God? There are so many people will come up and raise the hand, yes, I am God. How stupid they are. Because there is no understanding of the God. Who is God? It's not easy very. Krishna himself said, it's not easy to understand me. He has repeated this one with another verses of Bhagavad Gita, that Krishna, when he says that he has declared that Vedaham samatitani vartamani nicha Arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu veda kassana. Vedaham samatitani vartamani nicha Arjuna. I know everyone. Arjuna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in present, all things that yet to come. I also know all the living entity, but me no one knows. So it's not easy. People say, I know God. No. That is not easy. To God is unlimited, inconceivable. He is not under the purview of our intelligence, our brain, so-called brain. We have no idea of the God, His unlimitedness. Therefore, sometimes we are claiming God is dead, God is no more, God is not necessary, God is I am the God. This kind of unnecessary, this nonsensical statement, the rascalian statement has been issued by the person who are very ignorant, who have no idea of the God. Our position is very infinitesimal. What is our position? In this universe, there are 14 planetary systems, 7 up, 7 down. We are who Vasa, Mahalloko, Tapaloko, Janaloko, Satyaloko, Atala, Patala, Vitala, Talatala. All the 7 planetary, 7 lower planetary system. It's like a 14, it's a condo with a 14 levels. And one of the level is called the Bhumandala. In that level, there are so many planets. As we see in the night, there are so many stars, big planet floating. And out of that, Earth planet is very small planet, one of the small planet. And in this Earth, there are 192 countries, 7 continents, 7 billion people, and we are one of them. So what is our position? One of them. Out of this only one universe, in a small planet, and we are one living entities. And position of the Lord is that Dashoika Nishchasita Kalam Athabalamba Jivanti Loma Vilaj Jagatandanath Vishnur Mahan Sayajasya Kalabhisesa Govindamadi Purusam Tamaham Bhajami. 548 Brahma Samhita. It is said that Dashoika Nishchasita Kalam, by process of inhaling, like inhaling the pranayam, we say inhaling, exhaling, by inhaling and exhaling, billions of planets, billions of universes is coming out. By exhaling process, when we exhale, exhaling process, we are innumerable planets are coming. Inhaling process, there are innumerable, countless, umpteen number of planets are going again back to the Krishna, merging into the Lord, destroyed. That is the position. Koti Brahmanda Koti, millions, billions, zillions, gazillions of universes are coming out simply by process of inhaling. That is the position of Lord.
That is the supremacy of the Lord. That is the potency, supreme potency of the Lord. Therefore, He is called omnipotent. Omnipotent. We can create a aeroplane. He is creating big planets floating in the air. That is His greatness. That is the super brain. So His position is infinite. Our position is infinite, Sima. So we understand from different process of mental speculation, exercising our mental faculty, intellectual faculty, intellectual gymnasium, we cannot understand God. God say, no, you cannot understand. No one knows me. It's very difficult. Manusyanam sarasya kasyid yatati siddha yatatamaphi siddhanam manam kasyin veti tattvato. Hardly one knows me, I know everyone, no one knows me, he has declared. Not only that, he told what to speak about human being. Even the demigods, they do not know. And great sages also, they do not know. Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita only. So Krishna say, no, what to speak about the main. Even the demigods, they do not know. Even the great rishis, those who are very elevated personality, just like we say the scientist and philosopher, are very intelligent people. As compared to our normal people, they are intelligent. They are finding out who is God, who is that, so for them also it is difficult. What to speak about them? Even great rishi and devata, the demigods, they cannot understand also the God. God Himself is confirmed here. Nami viddu suraganaha prabhabam namahi maharsyaha aham madirihi devanam maharsinam cha sarvasaha. In Bhagavad Gita 10.2, Lord Himself asserted this fact that neither the host of demigod nor the great sages know my origin of opulences. For in every respect I am the source of demigod and sages. Neither the host of demigods, the Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, Varuna, everything, they are not host of the presiding deity. They do not also, know my origin and opulences. Krishna here asserted what to speak about the human being. Even the great personalities, like a host of demigods, they do not know. And that is also confirmed. It is not just like that Lord is boasting or telling lie, or or a blanket statement. No, even the host of demigods like Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, Varuna, all they have, the Yamraj, they have confirmed this statement. Yes, we do not know Krishna. We cannot understand Krishna. But we are small, very infinite, simul living being. We claim I am God, I know God. Where is God is dead, as if they understand God. Some country is the breeding place of God. Everybody claim every 100 kilometers, there is a God you will find nowadays. That is called madness. Nobody can equate with God. Mataha parataram nanyat. Nobody can equal and greater than God. Asama urdha. So here it is said that this statement is corroborated even by the demigods itself. When the Lord Brahma, the creator of this universe, Lord Brahma, he himself in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:14-38, he himself asserted this fact, confirmed this fact that yes, I cannot understand the Lord. Here he says that Janata eva janatu is a very important verse, 10:14-38. Janata eva janatu kim bhuktyaname prabho manasa bapuscha bacha. Manasa means mind, bapuscha bacha. Vaibham tava gochara. I cannot understand. I cannot enter into the jurisdiction of gochara. Vaibhavam, your opulences. Your opulences is unlimited. I cannot understand that. There are people who say, I know everything about Krishna. Let them think that way. As far as I am concerned, I do not wish to speak very much about this matter. Oh my Lord, let me say this much. As far as your opulences are concerned, they are all beyond the reach of my mind, body and what. Lord Brahma, the creator of this universe, the first living entities, he himself asserted that no. People may say they know about you, but as far as I am concerned, I don't know you. I don't know you. No. It is beyond my mind, body and what. That is what this is statement of the Lord Brahma. And because when that statement issued by the Brahma, when actually there is a beautiful story when Lord Krishna came, because Lord Krishna, when he descended on the earth, he exhibited in Dwapara Yuga, he exhibited beautiful pastime of childhood pastimes, stealing the butter, playing with, dancing with the girlfriend, and playing with his friends. There's so many uncommon and innumerable transcendental qualities and activities of the Lord exhibited in Vrindavan, in pastoral ground of Vrindavan. So during that time, Lord was playing with, taking a lunch with his friends during this pastimes, and Lord Brahma came to see the Lord, because Lord has killed Aghasur. So Lord want to see who killed the Aghasur, the great demon. So then Lord Brahma is bewildered by the God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whom the great host of demigods, and they are bowing down. The Vaikuntha planet is always resounded by the helmet sound of this great demigods, who is always bowing down before Lord. That Supreme Personality of Godhead is playing just like an ordinary living entity. Is playing with all the friends, is stealing the butter, dancing with the girlfriend. What is this? And is carrying his friend on the soldier. He was bewildered actually. He want to taste the Lord. That is audacity. Lord Brahma, this audacious attempt to taste the Lord, he stole all these friends to Brahmalok. And he came and want to see the Lord, and he found that all their friends stolen by him is roaming with the Lord. Then he realized the supremacy of the Lord, and he bowed down and was offering worship. And this is one of the all 10-14 is the praying offered by the Lord. Brahma Vimohana Lila, the prayers by the Lord. So in this also connection, there is another verses also. Lord Brahma spoke to the Krishna that how he was. Now he also asserted, in time learned philosopher or scientist might be able to count all the atoms of the earth, in particles of snow, perhaps even shining molecules radiating from the sun, stars, other luminaries. But among those learned men, who could possibly count the unlimited transcendental quality possessed by you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have descended onto the surface of the earth for the benefit of all living entities. So beautiful verses. He say that scientists may count in future the number of particles, count all the atoms of the earth, the particle of snow, and so on and so forth. But among the learned mind, who can count the unlimited transcendental quality of the Lord? Lord has possessed unlimited. His unlimited transcendental quality cannot be counted by anybody. Even the Sankarshan, who knows, who has counted all the living and all this pastime of the Lord, he also failed to acknowledge or count the unlimited, immeasurable, innumerable qualities of the transcendental qualities of the Lord. That is also confirmed in these beautiful verses. It's a beautiful verses in this regard. That is in I think 2741. Yeah, in these beautiful verses, it is stated that Brahma is speaking the same verses. So he here asserted again, neither I nor all sages born before you know fully the omnipotent personality of Godhead. So what can others who are born after us know about him? Even first incarnation of the Lord, namely Shesha, has not been able to reach the limit of such knowledge, although he is describing the quality of the Lord with the 10,100 mouths. See, the first expansion, Lord Brahma here, it is confirmed, revealed one of the secret, that is the first expansion of the Lord is Balaram or Shesha, the serpent Shesha, who is that is the source of gravitational force, who is holding all this planet. Whole material world is being resting on his hood, on the on the hundreds of hoods of Sesa, and that Sesa, who is the first expansion of the Lord. Here it is said that he is not able to reach the limit of describing the quality. Even with 10,000 mouth, Lord Sesa has 10,000 mouth, still he is not able to describe the transcendental qualities of the Lord. That means he is not able to understand the Lord. The first expansion Sesa, Brahma could not understand. He himself confirmed. He here is telling even Sesa, the first expansion, cannot. They are great personality. They also do not understand. Then we will go back to the Lord Shiva. He is also a host of demigod. So here we can go back to the Lord Shiva. Beautiful verses. This is spoken by the Lord Shiva in Canto 8, 12, 10. During the process of during this Mohini Murti, when Mohini Murti came and bewildered all the demons, and Lord came as a Mohini Murti and Mohini Avatar, and in that Mohini Avatar, very captivating, beautiful woman, Mohini Avatar, and she captivated all the demons. Demons are very lusty, easy to captivate. He captivated and give the nectar to the all demigods. So that time Lord Shiva, glorifying the Lord, that this is the verses as spoken by the Lord to glorify the activities of the Lord, very wonderful activity of the Lord. O my Lord, I who am considered to be the best of demigods, and Lord Brahma and the great rishis headed by Maharishi are born of mode of goodness. Nonetheless, we are bewildered by your illusory energy, cannot understand what creation is. Aside from us, what is to be said others, like demons and human beings who are in the base of modes of material nature, Rajaguna, Tamaguna, how will they know you? First of all, to understanding the Lord, we have to come to the mode of goodness. Mahunamanam janma mate jnanamana mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvam. To come to jnanamana, at least one has to come to the mode of goodness. Manusyanam sarsasu kasit etati siddha etatam api siddhanam. First of all, you come to perfection. That perfection means at least come to the mode of goodness, a prerequisite. And mode of passion and mode of ignorance, you cannot understand the Lord. Nam sarvasya prakasa jogomaya samarbita. I am not revealed, manifested to these fools and rascals. They are all in mode of ignorance and passion. They cannot understand. They are not after God. Those who are perfectionists, they want to know the God sincerely. For them also Lord had to, very difficult to know. What to speak about all these people, those who are, under the modes of material nature, particularly in the modes of ignorance and passion. That is difficult. Here Lord Shiva spoken that although I am the host of the demigods, it is very difficult for me to even understand. I also deluded, and it is a fact that after this, Lord Shiva wanted to see the Mohini Murti. As soon as he saw the Mohini Murti, beside that Lord Parvati was there, his wife, he left the Parvati and ran after to embrace this Mohini Murti. So how the Lord Shiva is a great personality, also bewildered by the Lord. So to understand the Lord is not difficult even by the Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Sesha. Therefore one of the beautiful verses is quoted in Srimad Bhagavatam by Suta Goswami, that 1231. Very nice verses. Sutobhata Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Tunbanti Divyastabhya Veda Sangei Pada Karma Upanishadayar Gayanti Samagha Jnana Vasishta Tadgatena Manasa Pasyantiyam Yogina Jnana Vasishta Jasyantam Navidu Surasaragana Devi Tasmei Namaha. Beautiful verses. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunbanti. This Brahma, Rudra, Maruta, all these demigods, they cannot. Jasantana Vidu. They do not know your end. They do not know your, antam, your limit, whose limit can never be found by any demigods, demons, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead I offer my humble obeisance. The Suta Goswami say, unto that personality whom Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Maruta praise by chanting the transcendental hymn, reciting the Veda with all their corollary Pada, Krama, Upanishad, to whom the chanter of Samaveda always sing, whom the perfected yogis see within the mind after fixing themselves in the trance and becoming fully absorbed in thought of him, and whose limit can never be found by any demigod or demon, unto the personality of Godhead I offer my humble obeisance. Although the great personality, Brahma, Vishnu, Lord Brahma, Lord Maruta, Rudra, Maruta, Indra, Varuna, all these people, Amadhari Devanam, Krishna says, I am not, the great demigods, the host of demigods cannot understand me. They cannot find the limit of the Lord. They are not under the purview of their mind, word, and intelligence. That is Lord. That is Lord. So we have already, practically we have gone through the statement of Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva. Also Yamraj also say in 6.3.14, Lord Vishmadev also say. So in this way, there's so many personality. Yamraj say that I, Yamraj, Indra, king of heaven, Niriti, Varuna, Chandra, moon god, Agni, Lord Shiva, Pavan, Lord Brahma, Surya, sun god, Swasu, 8 Basu, Sadhyas, Bharutas, Rudra, Siddha, Marichi, other great Rishi engaged in maintaining the departmental affair of the universe. The best of demigod headed by Brihaspati, great sages headed by Virgu, are all certainly freed from influence of two basic material modes of nature, namely passion and ignorance. Nevertheless, although we are in the mode of goodness, cannot understand the activity of Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. What then is to be said of others who under the illusion merely speculate to know about? See, here he actually, Yamraj has incorporated all this departmental head in this universal affair. They also do not know. Although they are in mode of goodness, also they have accepted the supremacy of the Lord. They are the departmental head of this universal affair. But they also cannot understand the activities of Supreme Lord. They cannot understand the limit of Supreme Lord. So how the great Lord is so unlimited, Advaitam Achutam Anadir Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusam Navajobanam Cha Vedesh Dullabam Adullabam Atma Bhakto. It's very difficult, even though one is a very good scholar in Veda, even Veda also, through Veda also we cannot understand the Lord. Vedesh Dullabam is very difficult to understand the Lord through Veda. Adullabam Atma Bhakto. Now he is revealing now. What he is revealing? By devotional service. How? Now question raises, nobody can understand. Then how to understand the God without understanding God? We cannot engage in the service of the Lord. And how to get out from this without engage in the service of the Lord? How to get out from this material existence and attain the spiritual existence? Visate Tadanantar. So here Lord is revealing in this beautiful way, in these verses, actually today's verses in 11:54, that the formula has been given that how to understand the Lord. This formula is Bhaktya tu anannaya satya aham eva buddha Arjuna. The first two lines very important. Let us discuss. Bhaktya tu anannaya satya aham eva buddha Arjuna. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you. See? By devotional service. Lord is revealing by bhakti. By bhakti only I can be understood. Otherwise there is no other way. I cannot be understood by the great demigods, by human beings, and those who are trying to be perfectionists. I cannot be understood. I cannot be understood by mere fools and rascals. Krishna says, Naham sarvasya prakasa jogomaya samarbhita. I am covered by them. So I cannot be understood by all these people. I cannot be understood by great personality. Even my expansion says so also cannot understand me. He himself said that, one of the verses I forget to show, he himself said that I cannot understand myself also. The Supreme Lord said, my dear friend, I have taken thousands of births, lived thousands of lives, accepted thousands of names, names. In fact, my birth, activities, names, my birth, activities, names, and um, in, are limitless. Thus, even I cannot count them. Krishna himself asserted that I cannot count my opulences. What to speak about the others, like Sesha, like Balaram, Sesha, and Brahma, and Lord Shiva, and other demigods. I cannot count myself. It is again say that after many lifetimes someone might count the dust particle on the earth, but no one can ever finish counting my quality, my activities, name, and birth. See, Lord is here confirmed that no, it's very difficult. In future also, nobody can understand me. It is very difficult to understand me. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, he says that no, very nice verses. Bhagavad Gita, he spoke to Arjuna that I cannot be, very nice verses in Bhagavad Gita. अथवा बहुनैतेन किं गात्वा तव अर्जुन विष्टव्यम इदम कृष्णम एकांसन स्थित जगत. Prabhupada used to quote this verse very often. अथवा बहुनैतेन किं गात्वा अर्जुन विष्टव्यम इदम कृष्णम एकांसन स्थित जगत. What need is there, Arjuna, for all the detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself I pervade and support this entire universe. See, here Lord is revealing to Arjuna wanted to see this Vishwarup, universal form, and the opulences, all the things. And Arjuna, Lord is saying, Lord is now replying to Arjuna that what need there for the detailed knowledge. Simply by the fraction of 1/4, the material existence is ekansana sthita jagata. 25% of its creation is this material existence, where billions, zillions, gazillion of planets are floating, universes are floating. What to speak about the 75% of spiritual existence? That is, therefore, Krishna himself stop Arjuna. No need of. Although you are asking me to reveal the detailed knowledge, he told no need to reveal my opulences, activity. They are all limitless. Ekansana sthita jagata. By simply fragment, I pervade and support all the entire universe. What to speak about my spiritual existence, my all other opulences, activities. So therefore here Krishna confirmed that Arjuna, there is no need of detailed knowledge. You cannot understand. It's limitless. Therefore Lord in these verses, today's verses are Bhaktatva Ananyaya Sakhya Aham eva Buddha Arjuna. Bhaktatva Ananyaya, only process of understanding me is that through devotional service. Otherwise you cannot. Therefore Lord is advising Arjuna in the very beginning of beginning of this Bhakti Yoga process, explaining the Bhakti Yoga process from 7th chapter onward. The very first verses he spoke. Prabhupada has given many lecture on this wonderful verses. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Sakta Manapartha Yogam Injanmadasraya Asamsayam Samagram Mam Yatha Gyasasita Srunu. Maya Sakta Manapartha Yagam Injan Madasraya Asamsayam Samagram Mam Yatha Gyasasita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now here, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full conscious of me, with mind attached to me, you know me in full, free from doubt. See, Lord said that by practicing this Bhakti Yoga, in previous verses, chapter 6 and 47, Krishna revealed that Yoginam api sarvesam madgatana antaratma manaha sardavan vajati jo mam samem yuktatam mataha. Out of all yogis, the Bhakti Yoga is very, very perfect, very highest of all yogis. Therefore, by practicing the Bhakti Yoga, you can know me asamsam samagram. You know me in full. You can understand me by the process of Bhakti Yoga. Krishna revealed in this 7.1 chapter that samagram asamsam, you completely understand me by the process of this Bhakti Yoga. The highest yoga, that is called Bhakti Yoga. Yoga means to linking with God. Now we are not linking, our connection is cut now, Wi-Fi is not there. So how to browse internet? Similarly now in this material world we have forgotten Krishna, and Krishna is now re-establishing the relationship a reminding, or that that bringing out that remembrance, reviving that relationship or Krishna consciousness by the process of again connecting us. This is called transcendental Wi-Fi, the yoga system, transcendental Wi-Fi to connect with Lord. Different yoga system linking process Lord has given, like we have 2G, 3G, 5G. So out of all these things, the perfect, highest of all this linking process is called Bhakti Yoga. Very faster, quicker process, very easy, faster, easy process to go, easy process, quickest method. Krishna says very quickly one can get into that. You will come into the spiritual existence by the Bhakti Yoga process. So by Bhakti Yoga process, why quickly? Because he can easily understand the Lord and engage in the service of the Lord. Bhakti means devotional service. The Bhakti means Bhakta Bhagavana, devotee and the divine, the Lord, divine Lord. And the transaction between devotee and divine Lord is called devotional service, Bhakti. Bhakti means Savanam, Kirtanam, engage in the different type of devotional service, beginning from the hearing, chanting, worshipping Him, so and so forth. So that is the Bhakti. So Krishna say only process of understanding me, to stand under me, that means to surrender unto me, to engage in my service. Krishna here is revealed in this 18th chapter, 55 verses, that Bhaktya Mam Abhijananti Javanja Chasmi, very important verses. Bhaktya Mam Abhijananti Javanja Chasmi Tatamama Tattva Gata Visate Tada Anantaram. Everybody is suffering here. We want to terminate this material existence. We want to extricate from this material existence. We want to get out from this material existence and attain the spiritual existence by Vaikuntha Lok, Goloka Vrindavan, where there is the absence of all the anxiety, Kuntha, no more inconvenience of birth, death, struggling, so and so forth, all inconveniences, all miseries. So in order to do that, Krishna say, Bhaktya Mam Avijananti Javanja Chasmi Tattataha Tatamam Tattva Gatva Busa Visate Tat Anantaram. You want to enter Pravestum, you want to enter into that place, Visate Tat Anantaram. You want to have an entrance, spiritual entrance to Vaikuntha, entrance to Goloka Vrindavan, the transcendental entrance. We have to become a Bhakta. We have to engage in devotional service. Bhaktya Mam Abhijananti. One can understand me as I am Supreme Personality of God, and only by devotional service. That is the process Krishna is telling. You have to understand me only by devotional service. And when one is full conscious of me by such devotion, he can enter into kingdom of God. See, therefore the understanding of the God is very important. Bhunam janmanmante jnanamana mam prapadyante Vasudeva sarvamiti. The understanding must culminate to the point that Vasudeva is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is all enough. In that understanding, he can enter into the kingdom of Godhead. That is Krishna consciousness. And that is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is giving the opportunity everybody to understand the God by standing under God. Standing under the God means engage in devotional service. Unless we surrendering to the God, how we engage in the service of the God? To surrendering to somebody, just like a rich man. And to rich man, we cannot approach a rich man simply by our other thing. We have to render service. Similarly, supreme rich man is the Lord. The supreme great man is the Lord. So, to understand the God, we have to engage in the service. By service, you will be acknowledged by the Lord. And in this way, Lord will reveal to us. And we can enter into the Visate Tad Anantaram, enter into His kingdom, spiritual existence, and terminate all our material misery of birth, death, disease, old age. Yad Gottvana nirbantate nibratante tadadhamam paramam bhava. Krishna has revealed in Bhagavad Gita that if somebody will go to my abode, he will never come back to again miserable place. Mam upatyata kunte punarjanma nayati na vidyate. So mam upatyata kunte, those who comes to my spiritual existence, By the process of devotional service, one cannot one one cannot come here again. One cannot again come back to this miserable place. Therefore, to understanding the Lord by the process of devotional service is the formula, is this key main important thing to get out from this material existence. There is no other way. You may speculate, you may try your other method by speculating, by sense gratification, by rituals and all. That is not at all approved by the Lord. Krishna say bhaktya mam abhijananti, only by bhakti. That's it. No other way. Then this is also very important. This is also confirmed in so many verses from the Srimad Bhagavatam. This beautiful two verses 11, 14, 20 and 21. It is stated, this beautiful verses. It is stated here. Na sadyati mam yogo, na sankhya dharma uddhava, na swadhyaya tapastagya, yatha bhaktir mamardita. Na sadhayati mam yogo. We cannot obtain me by all yoga system. Na sankhyam, na dharma uddhava. Any other method of sankhya means, discerning, distinguishing, discriminating between matter and spirit, knowledge of matter and spirit. Dharma uddhava, by rituals. Na swadhyaya, by reading so much shastra, by the scripture. Not by penance, not by renunciation, but jatha bhaktir mamorjita, mama arjita. You want to conquer me, you want to win me, you want to understand me, only by process of this jatha bhakti, by bhakti method. No other method. We may say that I have some other formula to understand the Lord. Here Krishna refuted all other method. All other method of understanding God is refuted by Krishna in this beautiful verses. My dear Uddhava, the unalloyed devotional service rendered to me by my devotee, bring me under their control. I cannot thus control by those who engage in mystic yoga, Sankhya philosophy, pious work, Vedic study, austerity and renounces. Therefore Krishna is telling that aham bhakta paradhina. By how bhakta paradhina? Through the bhakti. Na mam sadhayati yogo, na sankhya, na dharma uddhava, na swadhyaya tapastyaga, jata bhaktir mamardita. Only by bhakti we can know me, we can control me, we can win me, we can approach me. Only by bhakti. So that is refuted, all other processes refuted in these verses. And the very next verses also, Krishna say 11, 14, 21. Bhaktyam ekoya grahaya sadhyatmam priyasatam bhaktim punati mam nishta sopakam api sambhavat. Very beautiful verse. Only by practicing, only by ekaya. Ekaya means only by. Mam ekam saranam brajam. Sarva dharman paritaja mam, by only, exclusively. Only by practicing on always devotional service with full faith in me, one can attain, one can obtain me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, I am naturally dear to my devotees who take me as the goal of their loving service. By engaging in such pure devotional service, even the dog eaters can purify themselves from the contamination of their lower birth. See, what to speak about the human being. The dog eater, uncultured people, they also can attain simply by practicing, adopting this process of devotional service. Only by practicing on all devotional service. That is the formula Krishna is giving. Bhaktya tu anannaya sakhya aham eva buddha arjuna. By devotional service, practicing of devotional service. No other method has been refuted in these two verses. And to confirm this again, there is a beautiful verses in that in another verses is very nice verses. Nayam sukapa bhagavana dehinam gopika sutta ganinam cha atma bhutanam jata bhakti matam ya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the son of Mother Jasoda, is accessible to the devotee engaged in spontaneous loving service. He is not as easily as accessible to mental speculator, to those striving for self-realization by severe austerity penances, or those who consider body the same as the self. So here it is confirmed in this beautiful verses. Nayam sukapa bhagavana gopinam dehika sukha. Those who are materialistic, they are thinking that body is everything. There is no soul. For them, those who are actually mental speculator, those who are Gyani, Atma Bhutan and self-realized soul, those who are austerity, doing all this kind of penance and austerity, tapatyaga, they cannot understand me. Only by Lord is accessible to the only devotees engaged in the service of the Lord. Bhaktya mama vijananti, bhaktya tu anannaya sakya. Only by devotional service Lord can. Therefore this Krishna consciousness is giving an opportunity, tremendous opportunity to every living entity, every conditioned soul who is struggling uselessly in this material existence to get out from this obnoxious misery, obnoxious material existence, the transient, temporary, fading, flying existences, the flickering existences, fleeting existences, by the process of adopting this devotional service or Krishna consciousness. The very definition of Krishna consciousness means devotional service, bhakti. That is the process Krishna is explaining. Today verses is that to understand the God, you have to stand under God, means you have to surrender to God. Surrender God by the process. Surrendering means engage in the service of the Lord. Surrendering means, Krishna is say that, what is surrendering me? Krishna has revealed this supreme instruction in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna say, my supreme instruction and most confidential of all instruction, Arjuna, I am speaking to you now. What is that? That manmana bhava mad bhakta mad jadi mam namaskuru mam vishasi konteya pratijani priyosimi. So manmana bhava mad bhakta mad jadi mam namaskaru. You think of me, you become my devotee, you offer worship, you worship me, and you offer obeisance unto me. The four things. That is called surrendering process. What is surrendering? Four things. Manmana bhava, always think of me, you become my devotee, and you always worship me, and mam namaskuru, offer obeisances to me, just like we offer respect to the great person, obeisances to the great personality or great person, even in the materialistic context, mundane world. So here Krishna says that you offer obeisance unto me. In this way you will be pratijani priyosimi, you will come to me. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. See, Krishna is revealing the supreme instruction, the confidential of all confidential knowledge. Just before one verses, Krishna has given a statement that I am speaking, I have already spoken you a lot of confidential knowledge. So many instructions throughout chapter 1 to chapter 18, so many instructions given by the Lord. Now Lord is now concluding, instruction is giving to Arjuna, I am giving you the supreme instruction, the confidential of all confidential knowledge. What is that? Manmana bhava mad bhakta mad jadi mam namaskuru mami vashyasi satyam te pratijane priyosimi. I promise you, you simply think of me, you become my devotee, you worship me, you pay homage to me. In this fourth process of surrendering or bhakti, we will come to me. I promise you. That is the statement of the Lord. So that has been corroborated in many statements. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam also say that same thing. Simply by process of devotional service, one can understand. That is called surrendering. To stand under the God means surrendering. Today verses is that Mam evam eva buddha Arjuna anannaya bhaktatu anannaya sakya Mam eva buddha Arjuna. So to understand the Lord, you have to adopt this process of devotional service. Other than that, you cannot know the Lord. One of the beautiful verses, it is stated in this Srimad Bhagavatam, that athapite deva padambujadoyam prasada lesanugrahita janati tattam bhagavana mahima nachanya ekam chiram vichinna. Oh my Lord, if one is favored by even slight trace of mercy of a lotus feet, then he can understand the greatness of your personality. But those who are But those who speculate to understand the supreme personality of Godhead are unable to know you, even though they continue to study Veda for many years. Vedesu dullabam adullabam attabam. So unless one gets this slightest trace mercy of the Krishna, one cannot. Therefore it is said that Jasya Deva Parabhakti Jatha Deve Tatha Guru. One must have an unflinching faith in Krishna and Guru. In this way, we get this mercy of the Supreme Lord, and we can understand the God and engage in the service of the Lord. by the process of bhakti. To understand the bhakti, to know the bhakti, we have to approach the spiritual master. And by the process of unflinching faith in both the spiritual master and the Krishna, we can easily understand. Tasyati arthat, what is that? Jasya deve para bhakti, jatha deve tatha guru. Jatha deve tatha guru. What is that? Tasyat kathitai arthat prakasanti mahatmanah. Then all the revealed scripture has been, the import of the scripture will be revealed to us by the process of, parallel line of unflinching faith in the Guru and Krishna. Guru and Krishna. Therefore, to today's verses is this: we have to adopt this process of devotional service to understand God. Unless we understand God, how can we love God? And we do not love God, we will love all this mundane personality. We love Tom, Dick and Harry, and in this way we will entangle more and more the complexity of this material existence, and will rot and rot it in this material existence since time immemorial, for long time. Therefore Lord is very, very merciful, is so magnanimous. He is coming and giving all this news, all this information about how to get out from material existence, how to approach Him, how to obtain Him. Jata bhaktir mamordita, how to obtain Him by the process of devotional service. By the process of devotional service. O King, who accepts this process of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will never blunder on his path in this world. Even while running with eye closed, he will never trip or fall. So it is very nicely stated, 11 to 35. When a person is blindly adopted this process of devotional service, he will never blunder on this path. He will never fall down. That is the potency, that is the veracity, authenticity of this potency of this bhakti. Krishna himself asserted. And all this Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita is repeatedly, loudly is declaring only by bhakti method, only by process of devotional service, one can understand the Lord, and consequently one enter into the spiritual existence, terminating all our material existence. That should be the purpose of life. Our purpose of life to get out from this so-called COVID body, COVID-prone body. We have a COVID-proof soul, spiritual body. We should attain that COVID-proof spiritual body. That is called spiritual existence. To reinstate our spiritual existence, spiritual form in spiritual world with association of devoted Supreme Lord Krishna. That is the goal of life. That is Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana, that is real Sanatana Dharma, to reinstate the position. Hittva anutta, it muktir hittva anutta vyavasist swarupena vyavasista. To reinstate or revive our Krishna consciousness is Sanatana Dharma. We are Sanatana. We are not actually subject to die, but we are pathetically, unfortunately encased, entrapped, entangled in this material, temporary material body. Consequently, we are suffering. So the process of disentangle, process of dismantle this material body and get a spiritual body is the only bhakti job. By that process we can understand God and we can go back to God. Therefore Lord is revealing His form to Arjuna. It's very difficult to see the Lord. Even nobody can understand and see the Lord. But Lord is showing His original form and He is telling, you can understand me as I am standing before you only by process of devotion. Arjuna is a devotee of the Lord. Therefore he has given the privilege of understanding the God, understanding the mystery of this, mystery of understanding Him. Otherwise very difficult. As we have gone through so many verses that Name Vedana Kaschana, I cannot be understood by anybody. No human being, no demons, no demigods. No, I cannot be understood. Only by bhakti I will reveal to them. So I will end up with the beautiful verses. Even a person is fool also, Krishna say, end up with two verses. 11, 11, 33, there is a beautiful verses is there. So I will end up with two verses, beautiful verses. That supposing somebody is not in these verses, Krishna say, my devotee may or may not know exactly what I am, who I am, and how I exist, but they worship me with unalloyed love. Then I consider them to the best of the devotees. See, sometimes devotee they do not know, because Lord is limitless, unlimited. Even the Lord Shiva, great devotees like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Sankarshan, they do not know me. How the living being can know? But Lord Shiva may or may not know exactly what I am. Never mind, because I revealed only. I cannot be known, as such. I will reveal according to one's capacity, according to one's devotional service. So, but those who worship me with unalloyed love, I consider them. Although people do not know, but they worship, still I consider them, they are the best. So that devotional service is very, very important. Therefore, Krishna is stressing this point that Arjuna, I can be understood by undivided devotional service. Bhaktyato anannaya sakhya aham eva vedda Arjuna. Today's topics, today's verse. So this is the process Krishna is revealing. And finally he is revealed these verses, very nice verses spoken by the Krishna even again say, even an ignorant living entity can very easily come to know the Supreme Lord if they adopt those means prescribed by Supreme Lord Himself. The process recommended by the Lord is to be known as Bhagavat Dharma, devotional service to the Supreme Personality of God. 11 to 34. Even a fool's ignorant person, he just adopt the process of hearing chanting, beginning with hearing chanting simply the name, form, quality of the Lord. So he can easily can understand the Lord, easily can come to the Supreme Lord. He easily can get out from this material existence and come to the spiritual existence, come to the Lord, simply by process. Even a fool and ignorant. See, Lord is giving this concession actually. Finally, this final verses, let me show you that Lord is very nicely spoken in this 11, 13, 54. So in this beautiful verses in purport it is say that, 10, 13, 54 purport. In these verses it is stated beautifully, and in this Mundaka Upanishad, Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhya Na Medasa Na Bahuna Sutrena Yam Vibhoisi Vinnutete Na Labhyat Tasyaita Atma Vivunnate Tanum Swam. Krishna say in this Mundaka Upanishad stated that Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhya. The Supreme Lord is not obtained by the expert explanation, by vast intelligence, even by much hearing. He is obtained only by whom He Himself chooses to. To such person He Himself manifests His own form. So He chooses according to bhakti. As He told that I chooses who is engaged in the devotional service. Bhaktatu ananna sakhya aham eva vidya Arjuna. Here it is said that you cannot understand by hearing, vast intelligence, and you cannot, by this process you cannot obtain the Lord, you cannot understand the Lord. But Lord will choose, and Lord Himself declared today's verses, I choose the person who is engaged in the devotional service. Today's verses is that Lord said that I choose, whom I choose, who engage in the devotional service of the Lord. Bhaktya tu ananya sakhya aham evam vidho Arjuna. Anannaya bhaktya tu anannaya sakhya. Only by undivided devotional service I am understood. I choose that person to understand me who is engaged in the service of the Lord, unalloyed devotional service of the Lord. That is what it is saying. That is the meaning of that. That I reveal to whom? I reveal to those devotees Devotee only I revealed. Gyantum, by understanding, drashtum, by hearing, you can see me. You can see me also if you are engaged in devotional service. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Bilochanena Sant Sadeva Udeshu Bilokyati Yam Sama Sundaram Achinta Guna Sarupam Govindam Adipurusam Tamam Badami. You will understand me by this process of devotional service, as Krishna is revealed here. We can see me Chataktena, in truth, in reality. Pravishtum cha parantam. Then you can understand my, you can enter into the mystery of understanding. You can understand me, you can know me, you can see me also by process of devotional service. By process of devotional service. And Lord chooses those who are engaged in this devotional service of the Lord. Therefore it is said that Atha Sri Krishna Namadi Na Griheta. In these verses it is stated that Atha Sri Krishna Namadi Namapati Griham Indriya Sevan Mukha Jivadav Soyam Evas Pratipada. No one can understand the transcendental nature of name, form, quality, pastime of the Lord Krishna, although his materially contaminated senses, through his materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by transcendental service to the Lord, a transcendental the transcendental name, form, quality and pastime of the Lord revealed to him. So here it is said that if by no one can understand by our blonde senses, contaminated senses, our material world, our senses is contaminated blonde. We cannot understand. Only by engaging in the, when we are spiritually saturated by transcendental service to the Lord, then Lord will reveal to us. Lord will reveal to us. Therefore Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said that don't try to see God. Do something that Lord want to see us. That means engage in the devotional service so that Lord will reveal to us. Lord will reveal to us. Desam satata juktanam bhagatam pitipubakam dadami buddhi jogam tam dena mamupayanti. Krishna said, those who are engaged in my service, I will give them knowledge. I will give them knowledge, the way, the process that they will come to me, they will approach me, they will attain me, they will obtain me. Lord has confirmed this in Bhagavad Gita. Jaisante antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam. Jaisam satatam jittanam bhajata pritiprubakam dadami buddhi jogam tam. I will give knowledge, requisite knowledge, so that he can attain me, approach me. Sevan mukha jivadav, by the process of tongue, devotional process, devotional service of transcendental service to the Supreme Lord begins with the process of jiva. The tongue is very important. The tongue, what will tongue will they do? Tongue function is vibrating and eating. By chanting the holy name of the Lord and by taking the prasadam, except the Ekadasi is fasting day. So by the process of this process of chanting and accepting the prasadam, honoring prasadam, this is the beginning of the devotional service. In this way we can easily get the favor of the Lord and understand the Lord and get out from this material existence, attain spiritual existence. That is the essence of this verses, today's topics, that Bhaktya tu ananya sakya aham eva vidya Arjuna. By the process of devotional service, undivided devotional service, one can understand me. So thank you very much. We can stop these classes here. So all goes to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.